Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever and whenever you're seeing this video. My name is Anna Oluwatumishe and I'm filming from Lagos State, Nigeria. This is my channel. In case you're coming across this channel for the first time, you're highly welcome. So by the title of this video, you can tell what it is already. In this video, we want to learn how to cut a free size shirt with a bishop collar. A free size shirt with a bishop collar. So guys, please kindly subscribe to my channel, comment, like and share, and please do not forget to put on your notification bell to get you notified whenever I drop a new video. Thank you very much. So let us get right into the video. So guys, for the shirt, you're going to fold your fabric like this. You're going to fold it like this. You make sure that the French tip area, they are connecting like this. This is where your button allowance will be for the shirt. So to cut out your shirt, for this shirt, because it is a free shirt, so I'm going to use my hip measurement to cut out the shirt. So my hip measurement is 44. 44 divided by 4 will give me 11. Then I'll add extra 1 inch allowance, which will be 12, and another 1 inch allowance for the sewing allowance, and for the trimming allowance I'm going to trim it by the side. So that is what I'm going to do. And for the length of this shirt, I'm working with 32 inches for the length of the shirt. So I'm going to measure the length, 32 inches for the length. Please ignore that sound. Ignore my baby sound. Please. I have waited for this baby to sleep. You refuse. So I'm going to connect the lines like this. So I'm going to take the measurement on the side. So for the measurement now, I'm going to cut out 13 inches. Then I'll add extra 1.5 inch for my button allowance. What I am going to use to fold the button, the allowance of the button, I added 1.5 inch. Or better still, you can add 1 inch. I'll use 1 inch for this. So instead of 13, I'm going to measure out 14 inches. I'll use 1 inch for this one. So that is it. So now I'm going to cut out. I'm going to measure out the neck width and the length. So for the neck width, we are going to use 3 inches for the neck width. So before you measure the 3 inches, you are going to measure out the 1 inch allowance that you added initially. The 1 inch allowance that we added for the button allowance. So you measure your 1 inch out. So after measuring out the 1 inch here, so from that 1 inch, we're going to input your 3 inches neck width, and for the neck depth, we are going to use 2.5 inch for the neck depth, because this is a shirt. This is a shirt, so you don't need the neck to be too, you don't need it to be too wide. So after which you're going to connect it. You can use your free hand to do that, and you can as well use your ruler. So for the shoulder measurement, you are going to use your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus extra ½ inch allowance for sewing allowance. So my shoulder measurement is 14. My shoulder measurement is 14, so I'm going to divide it by 2. It's going to give me 7, and I'll add extra ½ inch allowance for sewing allowance. So this is 7.5 for the shoulder. So from this 7.5, we're going to come down by 1.5. Me, I want to use 1.5, but you can as well use 2 inches or 1.5. It depends how it depends on how you want your shoulder area to drop for the shoulder slope, how slopey you want it to be. So me, I'm using 1.5. So this is my 1.5 here. So from that 1.5, I will connect it back to the neck area. As you can see, like this, I've connected it. So from this side, from that 1.5 that we came down with, then you input your armhole measurement. So we are also going to use 7.5 for the armhole measurement, and you can as well use 8 inches for this armhole, since the shirt is not a fitted style. So you understand, but me, I don't want my armhole to be too loose. That is why I'm using my shoulder measurement for it. This is 7.5. Then you connect it with your ruler. Can you see that? You connect it with your ruler, and then you use your free hand. So after that, you're going to come down. After that, you're going to come down to the length of your shirt. So from this side, you come up by 1 inch. You're going to give it a curve. You can decide to sew it down straight. You can decide to give it a curve. But me, I want to give mine a curve. So you're going to give it a curve like this. You can use your ruler to do that, and you can also use your free hand to do that. This chalk is not really showing on this material well, but when we cut it out, we are going to see it clearly. So that is the curve I gave it. Then after which we are going to cut it out. You are done cutting it out. After that, you are going to go in by your 1 inch allowance that you added. Use your pin to secure it. So after securing it with your pin, you place it on the fabric to cut out the back piece. So to cut out the back piece of the shirt, the back piece is going to be, you are going to cut it on fold like this. So then you place the front piece on it. Look at the allowance. You are going to take out the allowance for the button. After which So for this back piece, you are going to measure. You are going to add allowance according to how slopey you want it to be. I don't know. I don't know the right words to use for this. But just watch what I'm doing. So after which you're going to cut it out. Just watch what I'm doing here. I don't know the right words to explain it part of this tutorial. Just watch me. So now from this side that is going to the armhole, for this armhole side, this side here, sure if you can see it, then you come down by 1 inch. Can you see that on this side? So from that 1 inch you connect it to this side like this. Can you see? Can you see how slanted it is? Then you cut it out like that. Can you see that? Then you cut it out. You cut the excess fabric out. So to cut out the neck for the back, you are going to fold it like this. You pin it down with your pin. Make sure you secure it down like this. Like this. Then you're going to cut it out like this. So this is how you cut out the neck for the back. So now we are going to take it to the sewing machine and we are going to join it together. So guys, I have gone ahead to join the shoulder together, and I also used hemming gum to gum this button allowance area. So you can see how flat it is and how sharp the edge is. That is the work of the hemming gum. So this is the shirt. You can see that even before joining it, it's already looking nice. It's looking sharp. So now the next thing to do is to measure the armhole. We're going to measure the armhole round like this to cut out the sleeve. So let's do that. So this is the sleeve part. I already cut out one part of the sleeve, so I placed it on the remaining fabric to cut out the second sleeve. So and as you can see from this video, my material is not much at all. I'm just trying to manage it. So for the sleeve length, We are working with sleeve length of 12.5 inches for the sleeve length. This is 12.5 inches. For this is going to be a 3/4 sleeve for me. So I'm going to use this one to cut out the second part of this sleeve. So after that, you're going to give it a notch on this part. So this sleeve is going to have a slit on this side of it. So for this slit, I want the wideness to be 1 inch. I want the wideness of the slit to be 1 inch. So I measure out my 1 inch for the wideness, and for the length it's going to be 1.5 inches for the length. So from this length, I'm going to connect it to the wideness like this, and I will cut it out for the sleeve. So this is it for the sleeve. So the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to cut out a piece of the fabric that we are going to use to turn. I'm going to use this side to turn the down of the slit, and the slit as well. So you're going to see how I'm going to do it in the video. I'm going to use it to sew it down. So to turn out the hem of the sleeve, because we're already giving the sleeve a slit already, we're going to measure the length of your sleeve. Then you use it to cut out this. You cut out the measurement of the length. So I use for how long you want it to be. I measured 3 inches. This is 3 inches. Then we are going to take it to the sewing machine, and this is 3 inches. We take it to the sewing machine and we are going to sew it like this to turn out this slit outside. So this is it. So now we are going to cut out this side of the slit. We will cut it out. So after cutting it out, you are going to notch it. You will notch it round. You have to be careful with the notch. So after notching it round like that, then you will flip it like this. Then you take it down to your ironing table. You are going to iron it, and you can as well use your hemming gun so as to make it lay flat. So I've taken the sleeve to the ironing table. I have ironed out the sleeve. This is what it is looking like. Can you see? I have already turned the slit area, and I've used hemming gun to secure it down, so the edge is already looking sharp. So now the next thing now is to join the sleeve to the shirt. The next thing is to join the sleeve to the shirt. So let's do that. So guys, I have attached the sleeve to the shirt. This is the joining. Can you see? So now the next thing now to do is to close it, to close the sides of the shirt. I'm going to flip it to the wrong side. On this side, we're going to close it down. And after closing it, we're going to sew the edge as well. So that's it. So guys, I have closed down the sides of the shirt. I have closed the side, the both sides of the shirt. This is the button allowance. I used hemming gum on it so that it can lay flat, and I have added the sleeve as well to it. So although I have not given this shirt a good press, I'm still going to do that when we are done. And I also secure the edge of the shirt as well. So this is what it is looking like. The shirt is almost ready. So this is the neck. So now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to measure the neck circumference. We are going to take the neck measurements round, and we are going to draft out the neck collar. So for this shirt, we are going to use the Bishop collar for this shirt. So we are going to draft out the collar for the shirt now. So guys, to cut out the Bishop collar, you are going to take your stay. You will draft it out on your stay. So for this collar, I'm using a very soft this thing stay, because the fabric I'm working with is a little bit strong. It is hard, but if you are working with a softer fabric, you can decide to use the hard stay. Sure you understand. So after measuring your neck circumference of your shirt, you're going to fold your stay into two. This part here will be on fold. So for my neck circumference, I have 22 inches. So I added half inch on the 22 inches for sewing allowance. So 22 inches and half divided by 2 is going to give us 11 and quarter. So I'm going to measure out 11 and quarter now on this place, on this folded stay. I'm going to measure out 11 and quarter, which is 11 and quarter. Then I'm going to cut it out. I will cut it out like I'm going to cut it out as if I want to cut a sleeve, as if I am cutting out a sleeve. I am going to make the curve, the cutting slant. It's going to be slanted. So it's going to be like this. Can you see the way I cut it out? I cut it out as if, let me show you guys now. As if I am cutting a sleeve like this. That is from here. Then I took it down like this. So I have to reconfirm what I have on this part, if it is no more than what I need. So this is what I need here. So from this opening part, I'm going to go in like this. Let me move the camera closer. Okay, I'm going to go in like this to give it a nice curve. Can you see the way I curved it? To give it a nice curve. So after that, I am going to take out my measurement for this neck for this collar, I want to use 1 inch, or let me use 1 1/4. I want to use 1 1/4 inch for the. I'm going to measure 1 1/4, and then by the time I'm done sewing the fabric on it, I'm going to have 1 inch. So this is 1 1/4. You measure 1 1/4. So then I'm going to connect it with my roller. We have other method of drafting out a bishop collar, but trust me, this is a very simple method of drafting out a bishop collar, and after which we are going to cut it out. I'm struggling to cut. So after cutting it out, this is what your collar will look like. This is what it is looking like. Then you're going to take out the part that has gum on it. Then you place it on your fabric like this, and you use your iron to lay it on the fabric. You iron it down on your fabric like this. Can you see that? So after which you are going to fold it like this. So you are going to sew it on. You are going to sew the fabric on the stay like this. You sew it round, then you trim out the excesses. So guys, I have gone ahead to sew the fabric on the stay. I have done that. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to place it like this, right side of this side facing the right side of this side. This is the right side. Right side facing each other, you place it like this. Then you're going to sew it down. You're going to sew it like this, starting from this side. You will sew it round on it like this, and you're going to leave allowance about, let's say you're going to leave about half an inch allowance that you use to attach it to the neck of your shirt. So let us take it down to the sewing machine and sew, then we're going to see the finished look. So guys, I am done sewing it, and this is what it is looking like. So I added this little allowance. This is what I will use to attach it to the shirt. So this is it. So the next thing is to flip it over to the right side. We're going to flip it like this. After flipping it over, you take it down to your ironing table to iron it out. but as at the moment of this video there is no light, so you can use your scissors to push out the sharp edge. So now the next thing we are going to do now is we are going to attach it to the shirt. So let's do that right now. So guys, we are going to attach the collar now to the shirt. So but before then, you are going to fold your collar into two. You look for the middle point and you give it a notch, just like the way I did. And you also fold your shirt into two and give the middle point a notch, so that the notch parts can align together. Sure you understand what I'm trying to say? So to attach your collar, you're going to attach it from the inside of your shirt, just like this. This is the inside of this shirt, this is the outer part. So you place the collar like this on your shirt, then you're going to sew it round, just like I'm doing in the video. So guys, I'm done sewing it round. This is the inside. So after sewing, you remember we sew it from the inside of the shirt, from this inside, this area. So then you turn it to the outside, to the outer part. Then after that, you are going to make a top stitch on it. You sew it round until you get to this last part. So guys, I have already top stitch. I have top stitch the collar. So the next thing we are going to do is that when you get to the edge of this place, you are going to turn your collar like this to make a top stitch on this side, on the top of the collar, like the way I'm doing in the video. You will make a top stitch on it like this. Then you sew it round. Can you see the way I'm doing it? Then you sew it round until you are done sewing it. So guys, this is the final look of my shirt. As you can see, so guys, please do well to like, comment and share my post, and don't forget to put on your notification bell to notify you whenever I drop a new video. See you in the next video. Bye.